A logo is what gives a company a face. When a logo either goes extinct and insanely hard to find, there are sites like the CLG Wiki that help us preserve it. That is, if you're actually into this stuff. But sometimes why these logos are lost are because they have this sort of a disturbing feel to them. These aren't the types of logos that you find annoying or anything quite memorable. These are the logos that made you run out of the room screaming when you were 3 years old. And with that being said, let's count down the top 10 scariest logos in my opinion. But first, I ought to get a few things out of the way. I have done one of these types of lists before, but it wasn't with a commentary. It was just kind of like one of those traditional ones. And yeah, you get the idea. And me and the Rejected Gamer weren't very satisfied with it. And I have done other types of logo countdowns, like my top 10 annoying logos video. So why am I doing this scary logo video again? Because, well, I took some notes from the Rejected Gamer and I did it. I'm doing it right now. Some of the stuff I find unscary or overrated will not be in this video. Examples, well, I'll show them to you. Roll it. It was the current logo at the time. You know what I mean. No, not that logo. This logo. It scared the crap out of me as a kid. And unfortunately, due to bad editing equipment, we have to sit through a couple of stock logos. But, you know, I might as well just show you the one of my scary childhood logos. It's playing in the background right now. But I also must mention, this list is all opinion based. So, nothing overrated, variants, or stupid is allowed on this list. Please tell me how that's scary. Anyway, let's get into the list. Number 10 is already going to be a shocker, so I'm gonna hit you with something good. And with that being said, let's begin our top 10 scariest logos list. You actually thought I wasn't gonna put 20th Century Fox on here? Well, okay, it's not that funny. But I got you pretty good. I told you that it was gonna be a shocker. So anyway, 20th Century Fox was a company that originated from a company called Fox Film, which evolved into 20th Century Pictures Incorporated, which evolved into 20th Century Fox. The logo I put at number 10 is not the one that I was scared of as a child. because I didn't really watch many 20th Century Fox movies from the 30s in my child years. But this one got number 10 because it is so freaking loud. It's even louder than its predecessor, which wasn't even really that loud to begin with. But the reason this is at number 10, because if I saw this as a child, it would have scared me anyway. Any of the 20th Century Fox logos would have scared me. Even my own variants. The same goes for the Fox Searchlight Pictures logo. Anything Fox related with that ear-piercing fanfare would have made me run out of the room screaming. But now, 20th Century Fox has evolved into one of my favorite logos of all time. And I'm not going to change my mind or my opinion. So let's move on. Now this one, I don't even know. This one's really hard to comment on. It basically starts off with this stuff being thrown in your face, and then a face comes out of nowhere. Granted, it's been called the super scary face, but that is not the super scary face. Thank you, Miss Reed. Moving on. As far as I'm concerned, this logo has no affiliation with Genesis Home Video, and obviously no affiliation with Sega. So this isn't a Sega Genesis reference, as far as I know. Basically, we start with a G floating in space, then the words Genesis Home Video come in, or Entertainment come in. That's it. Really, the only thing scary about this logo is a sound in the background. That's it. Moving on. Thank you for giving me this reference, Mr. Directory. Just show the picture. I feel the same way, Mr. Directory. So this logo belongs to this now defunct film company, I think, which made home videos for little children. Yeah, I'd sure love to show kids this now, because I'm not going to tell you how I feel about kids now. But, yeah, this is a pretty seizure-inducing logo. Yeah, we all... screw this. Moving on. There's a reason this logo's scary, and it's because this company distributed horror films. It indeed fits the movies. So basically we start in space where we see a skull. And then he just stands there looking into your soul. And then this guy comes out with a syringe and he pokes the skeleton. Then the logo comes out. Zombastic Productions Inc. Then I think the skeleton bleeds and jeez! Oh! Ha! Gotcha. This is a pretty awesome logo. I know that Rejected Gamer suggested I put this one on the list, so that's what I did. You're welcome, buddy. Moving on. So at number 5, we have Dan Curtis Productions. I'm just kidding. So my real number 5 pick is Horror Factory. Obviously, you know I'm not scared of horror logos. And I'm not scared of this one either. In fact, the only reason it's on this list is because so many people are scared of it because it's a jump scare. And it scared me one time. I was doing this list and I was putting it on, and then I accidentally scrolled to I accidentally cut to this part while I was editing. I jumped. But it's not that scary compared to my number one pick. So, moving on. Same company that made this nightmare. But this is really just a division of World Vision. But I've seen the television counterparts. It's not that scary compared to this. The logo's fine, but like Genesis Home Video, the music sounds like I'm dropping to my death, or having a Satan come into my room at night or something. No, maybe not that bad, but you get the idea. This logo, when I first watched it, I had the theme stuck in my head, and I couldn't get myself to sleep. That was a long time ago. Yeah, you know, when I was a coward. Moving on. Sweet Jesus! This could be my alarm clock in the morning. I ought to try that sometime. If you ask me, this logo's actually louder than the THX logo. We're pretty much all familiar with this one. Those from the CLG wiki, so let's move on to number 2. The Viacom V of Doom and the BNE logo. They're both overrated. But this one was made by a fan, I think. But it's scary as hell. We start off with the normal Viacom V of Doom, then it turns into this mess. It almost made it to the number 1 spot, but it was slightly triumphed by... Nah, it's not ending that early. This logo is so freaking scary. It's just a jump scare and it's just a fan edit. But it's still hell when you can't get it out of your head. Okay, now we can move on. Number 1, Saw's Film. What do you think? No footage. It's that friggin' scary. Basically, it's silent film actress Vivian Reed dressed up like Princess Ozma. How scary could it be? Well, they chopped her head off, put it in a dark room, and put a depressing funeral song over it. Oh, maybe not a funeral song, but she's just in the background smiling like she just killed somebody. There are also close-up variants of this logo, which make it even worse. Well, the black and white variant's just the worst one in my opinion. I'm not gonna continue. I'm tired. Well, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.